Good morning, everybody. It's been a little while since I've been on here. It's been it's been a week and a half, for our family. But anyway, got my drink Sunday morning. It's just about daylight, and we're going to drive around and see what we can see. Do a little surveying, I call it. Take you guys along, see what we find out. There's our first set of deer this morning. That's soybeans that they're in. Looks like a doe and her yearling offspring. So they think we can't see them. We'll go on, leave them alone. Show you guys this. You might notice this sometimes, but you see how these two wires are twisted? That's because a deer has hit that when they were jumping this fence. And what happens sometimes is, and I actually have seen this right over there. I came by one morning and it was a buck that I had actually seen a mile and a half south at our house. I had him on camera, but he was hung up in the fence. And what happens is sometimes when they go to jump a fence, they get their front leg through between this wire and this wire, and then their body weight carries them over and it twists these wires like that. And he was hung up in there. And I mean, it kills them a lot of times because they can't get loose, and overnight coyotes get to them or whatever. But that deer that was hung up over there, he actually pulled himself loose while I was sitting there watching, because I was debating on whether to get out and go. You can go cut the wire and then it looses them. He lets them loose. Anyway, but that's what this is. If you ever see that, that's what's happened here. Now, I don't know if one got hung up in here, but that's what that's from. So, this interesting thing I saw when I was leaving. Okay. You guys that have seen this are familiar with this. This is our family cemetery. And over the past few weeks, our family's been through the ringer a little bit. One of those was this. My Uncle JD, my next door neighbor, and I would say probably the patriarch of my extended the Weedle branch of my family, passed away. We've had his funeral, it was a week and 2 days ago. And he passed away August 4th. They've already come out and put the date on there. So, if you guys remember, we used to go to his house Thursday evenings, and that has been moved now to my mother's house. So we're still getting together Thursday evenings, just be at my mom's house, and there'll be plenty of stories about Uncle JD, I'm sure. But we've had a few funerals in this cemetery over the last few months. My cousin Randy, earlier in the summer, and then we had another burial right back over here. So that's what's been going on here. We'll go on, see if we can see any more deers or whatever we run into. Finish our coffee. And I'll move that down one. Take that back through. Yeah, that took me long enough. All right, let's go see what we see. I don't know if you can, yeah, you see it movement right there. There's a little deer, a couple deer standing back over in there. Second, well, I actually saw some deer just about a mile back across the road in front of me, but there was 4 or 5 of them. I couldn't, they got into the trees before I could get any video of them. That's a little buck deer. He's got some little horns on his head. He had a couple buddies right over there along the corn. They're headed across. Thought they were going to cross the road right up there on top of that hill. You can't quite figure out what, I'm getting some pretty shaky video for you guys, but you can't quite figure out what he wants to do. There he went. A little deer looking at us. Oh, wait. Couple of them over there. Another set of deer right there. And I think that those two are bucks. Maybe not. No. They're quite a ways over there. I think they're does. There's 3 actually. One over there, 2 there. Seen quite a few this morning. They don't always go over. A lot of times they go under or through, and I've seen deer, she's having a little trouble there, but I've seen deer go through a fence when I was watching them, and I didn't even know when they went through the fence. She can't find her spot, but her mother just crossed the road in front of me when we came over the hill. She'll figure it out here in a second. She's not in a hurry at all. There There, she made it under there, back in the trees. Yeah, they're pretty adept at going over, under, and through. So they always go over. Well, we drove around for about an hour. Left at 6:30, at 7:30, we're getting back home. Oh, it's just a deal I do on Sunday mornings sometimes when I have a little extra time and nobody's up at the house. So, saw a few deers. It's fun for me. Adjust you guys a little bit. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for going along. Have a blessed day, everybody.